All right, this is the video on doing your graphics work in Google Draw. You can see here it's open in Google Drive. This is what you're going to do if you're going to build stuff, showing you the different parameters and so forth. Most of you know what to do already. Now we got the basic shapes here. We can break up basic shapes and add a background color if you wanted to. Just holding it down, putting it over. You can see these hash marks here. That's saying it's pretty much filling the whole spot. As the tools go, you have the paint bucket. We know we can just boom put a specific color right in there, green and whatnot. But you also have the gradient option here. I kind of like them and I kind of don't, because it's a linear going up to down or a circular, lighter tone inside, lighter tone outside. And I would like to use different colors together. Here they kind of use a black where it goes to a darker red. I would like maybe going from a red to kind of maybe a dark purple. But there is a custom here, and you can choose radial, and so forth. And it looks here, add a gradient stop, and I can add a couple other gradient stops, but the only problem I have is it's one color, and I can't move this other side over. I wish that I had more than one different color. You can center it. You can also move it top to bottom. There's lots of neat little toys that you can do in here. I wish I had a little bit more freedom, but you do have a lot of options that you can use with this. So, and then let's pick green. Oh, interesting. I just found that out. I guess we can use different colors in here. So if I wanted to use an orange and then go to a yellow and then go to green, I like this option. So, as we just found out, we can go and use different colors. So this is pretty darn cool. Oh, nifty. I just learned something right now, and you learned with me. So good. So we can have rainbow in here. Of course, we went from red to orange to yellow to green because it's a natural progression. And hit OK, and boom, we have that there. The next thing I want to talk about is that you can add a text box in here. And of course, you can put the text in here and highlight it, where you can change what is available. As for fonts go, these fonts are pretty limited. Pixlr has more fonts that you can pick from, but there's a decent array of fonts. This is the pixel size. Normally, for like newspaper, small print, you go 7 to 8. Average is 12, and headlines is normally 24, and on bigger. So you can move that around, but there's just as for manipulation, there's not a whole lot of manipulation that you could do with this thing. You can clear the formatting. You have different things here. Feel free to play around with stuff that you want to see if it works or not. Because I have the text here, you got just a text box. You have all this stuff here. You have a line indent. You can, center, justified, whatnot, line spacing, bullets, all that wonderful stuff. But as for the rest of it, not quite there. So if you want to create and have more stuff, then you can go to Word Art, where you can type stuff in. And awesome. Boom. And there we go. It has the gradient in there. You can change the gradient if you like. So, or we can change it to a solid. We can change it to a different color. If you get such a bright background, I would use a color that does not in the background create more conflict. So you can see here that it's actually a purple, but because of the color, it might look like a brown to you. And we can gradient that too if we really want to. I am awesome. Let's go to custom again. So here we have the light color. We can change this to probably a more darker purple. Maybe go to a magenta. And then we can copy and paste if we want to create a shadow. A lot of stuff doesn't have a shadow. So I can go here to edit, copy, paste, boom. Now I got it, I can have it as a shadow. And I can just take this and put a gray to it and go to format and go to range. And I can send it back or I can send backward. If I send it back, it's going to completely disappear. It's going to go back behind everything. All right. If I go to range again, because it's still highlighted, or I can bring the front, let's bring it completely to the front, or I can bring it forward. Bring it forward, I just bring it one step closer. So it is technically in front of this shape here, but behind this lettering art here. And that's how you would create a shadow. We can highlight it, move it around. Oops, wrong one. We can highlight it, move it around, so forth. And that is the bell. Of course, you can bring in images and all that kind of stuff. So you can pick from photos. I don't even know if I have photos. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of photos. And you can place those in here as well and change the size and whatnot. I do believe if you hold the shift button, oops. If you hold the shift button down, it'll keep it square. It'll keep the same proportions. I'll end the video for now. Sorry about the disruption.